so we're talking about the start of Death Row Records. Reggie wasn't part of Death Row Records initially, but you were.
Yes.
And then Suge Knight, was he the boss of Death Row Records?
Yes.
Okay. Was Suge from the same neighborhood?
From the mob?
Yeah.
I wouldn't say Suge was. He was guilty by association.
Okay.
He wasn't from the neighborhood. He lived in the neighborhood. We looked at him as somebody from the neighborhood. When he started Death Row and started to recruit us, then yes, he's from the hood.
So I guess there's a difference between.
Yo, what's up? It's your boy Mike Geesh, and I'm back again. As you can see, we are watching the Keefe D trial and murder trial of Tupac Shakur, and this on the stand right now is Mob James, security for Suge Knight during the Death Row days, and he's giving a testimony as he said that he is here because he was forced to be here. He's not here because he wants to. He's here because he was forced to be here. And we're just listening. Nothing profound has necessarily been said yet, but we're going to keep watching and see what happens, and I'm going to react as we go along. All right, let's go.
Between living in on a certain street versus being from the hood.
Yeah.
And how would you describe that difference?
I look at it, you have three different type of friends in the neighborhood. You got gang members, you got gang bangers, and you got men that just guilty by association from living in that area.
Okay. And can you tell me what the difference between a gang member and a gang banger is?
A gang member hangs out. A gang banger handles his business, put in work, do what the gang do.
And what was your role with Death Row?
I was the guy that if something happened, Suge would have you take care of that. Like Snoop Dogg trial, there was issues up there. I was sent up there to make sure those problems didn't happen again.
And are those problems, and I'm not asking you to get into specifics, but are those problems meaning issues with other people who might be gangbanging or might be trying to threaten folks that have...
Correct, yes.
And you are somebody that Suge relied on to be able to protect his roster of music artists and other things like that.
Correct.
And after you were asked to help out with Snoop, did Snoop have any other problems?
No, we didn't have one issue at court.
Now, I'm going to ask you, fast forward a little bit, to, were you familiar with the Southside Compton Crips?
Yes.
Would you say they were somebody you were in alliance with or a rivalry with?
Rival.
Okay. And would sometimes that rivalry get violent?
Anytime you're dealing with the gang life is going to be violent at any given time.
Are you familiar with somebody that went by the name of Tupac Shakur?
Yes.
How are you familiar with Tupac?
He was assigned to Death Row.
Here we go. This is what we're here for. Tupac. He asked him, are you familiar with Tupac? Of course, everybody familiar with Tupac. But this is a court, so he has to ask those questions. Yes, we all know Tupac. You too, nigga.
Not me.
Who is your brother?
Alton McDonald, Buntry Ave.
He went by Buntry?
Yes.
Okay. Now, during this time, is it fair to say that Mr. Shakur had an issue with rappers from the East Coast?
I think Tupac inherited the beef between Suge Knight and Puck.
Okay, that was your perspective of it.
That's all it was. And we all fell. Some of us fell victim to it because we allowed ourselves to be a part of the BS, should I say. And that was a situation between record companies, not like gangs. So technically it wasn't our business. But when you had 20 men just fresh out of prison and didn't have a way of getting the things they wanted, getting a paycheck from Suge, we did almost anything and everything to get that paycheck.
They said they need that money, man. Fresh out of prison. Hey, look. This the money. This the money, man. Suge Knight. We gonna do whatever it takes, boy. Real gangster stuff, boy.
The two record companies got into it. Bad Boy went to Keefe D now, and Suge came to us. So that intertwined everything, and we had issues.
Do you recall any instances that you were at where there were those issues manifested itself in terms of violence?
Are you serious?
Mob James, like, bro, you think I'm about to tell you when some instances happened when I killed somebody? Yeah, I killed a lot of Southside Crips. I'm not about to tell you in open court. Talking about it was there instances when y'all met up where it manifested itself. Yeah, we niggas got killed, but I ain't about to talk about that now. Is you crazy? Mob James, wow. Yeah, but them lawyers know how to word it though to make it seem like it ain't really that. We just trying to see. We asking you, did anybody get shot? Was there instances when y'all was shooting and gang banging because of all this, because of Puffy and Suge and Keefe D and Tupac and Biggie? No.
If anybody remember that night, it was so many Metro and everybody there. No, neither side could have did anything. So it was calm, it was peaceful.
So when you say there's so much Metro there, you're talking about so much Metro at Club 662?
It was police all over the place.
Now you said you were there to be on the lookout for something. What were you?
You said I was on the lookout for nothing.
I apologize. You were there. You were there in order to ensure there weren't any problems. Is that fair?
To make sure everything was good.
And because you had heard there might be some issues.
Right.
And what were the issues that you were concerned about?
Individuals coming up there creating an issue we was having with different sides of with Crips, period.
Yeah. So you were worried about Crips. Not worried, I'm sorry. You were there providing security to ensure that Crips did not initiate any violence at Club 662.
Not just Crips, that nothing would happen.
Okay.
Period.
Okay. And then when you were there, was Reggie Wright...
Mob James, you just said Crips. I mean, come on, dude. You said Crips. He said, okay, you were there to make sure no Crips. Not just Crips. Not just Crips. You know, there's other people too. You know, people from out of town. You know, you got some them girls be coming in there and twerking. We got to make sure that they don't just go crazy with the twerking. You know, you got people that like to drink a lot and start fights. Bruh. Crips. We got you.
Are you aware of why Orlando was targeted?
I'm aware of a lot of things. Things that was going on. People ain't talked about it in 30 years. Today ain't one of them. I don't mean to be funny, but here's the thing.
But Mob say I ain't about to be the first one to talk about these things. But your boy has been talking. I don't know what you're talking about. 30 years people have been talking about this. They probably haven't gotten personal because the actual people who was actually involved wasn't talking about it. But the whole world's been talking about it. You know what I'm saying? But I feel what he's saying. He feel like he's the first one. He's on the stand, first of all. You're a gangster and you taking the stand. That's a problem within itself. And but you know these questions are gonna come. These questions are gonna come. Just do like Woody. Just do like Woody. You know what I'm saying? Spin them. Spin them, man. That's all you gotta do. Play the spin game. Don't get mad. You up there.
Me or anybody else bringing up the dead is wrong. A lot of people got hurt behind this situation in itself. Living the life and how we lived in Compton is one thing. You bring back all of the guys that made it, like me, I'm 61 years old now, to rehash and relive this situation again. I told every attorney in here that tried to get me to come here, you better treat me as a hostile witness. And I think that's where I'm about to go now, because you're asking me questions. I can't answer those questions.
Okay, well, let me ask you this. Then I'm not going to speak on Orlando. Let me ask you something about yourself. There was a rumor that Tupac had knocked you out one time.
I'd have killed him.
That would have been your response if that happened.
Yeah, I'm being honest with you and everybody else. I said it on my podcast show.
Boy said that fast, didn't he? I'd killed him. I'd have killed him. And I believe him too. I believe Mob J. I believe he would have killed Tupac if he would have put hands on him. You know what I'm saying? Old gangster up there talking. It's just the jokes write itself. It's sad. Oh man. I'm actually glad that I was never born in LA. I'm glad I'm from Atlanta, bro. I'm so glad I'm from Atlanta and I didn't have to deal with those politics and everything that they got going on in LA. I mean, we got the hood down here and everything, but it ain't the politics is not a part of it, and gang is not a part of it like that. I mean, the whole Young Thug thing, Young Thug turned up the gang activity, but even then, it wasn't in the same manner as it was in LA. Nowhere near it. But I mean, Mob James, who cares, bro? We gonna get some answers out of you. He gonna treat you like a hostile witness. We gonna get some answers out of you. What did you do? Who did you kill? We need to know it all, Mob James. Tell us. We're waiting.
Do you know how many people were on the payroll that night from your security team?
Well, y'all do paperwork different than we did. Our paperwork was getting cash money. Our paperwork was what they call under the table. We had at least 30, 40 of my homeboys there.
That boy say, boy, look, man. Whoever wanted to get some money, they was up in there, bro. We ain't write down who, how many, and who. You gave us cash, okay? Cash to do the dash. That's what it was, B. Ask me all these crazy questions.
And you asking me questions that can hurt him. And like I told them, I'm trying to avoid to answer the questions that they might look at me and say something is wrong.
Well, let me put this way. Let me help you out with this.
Thank you.
So,
Mob James, a real one, man. He like, man, I don't want to answer these questions because Keefe D killed some people, man. He's a killer. That's what he is. That's what I am. As far from Mob James' perspective. Mob James, Keefe D killers on two different sides. You know? And he like, man, I don't want to kill him even though he was my enemy. He's still alive. I'm still alive. We made it out. And I don't want to send my former rival, who I'm still kind of rival because he just said even though I don't like him. So he still don't like him. But I don't want to send him up the road, man. I got too much respect for what we've been through and the lives we lost to send him up the road. And I'm still who I am. I still go by certain codes, even though that's my former life, certain codes that I still live by. He don't want to send Keefe D up the road. But the issue with that is Keefe D is sending Keefe D up the road because his dumbass went on Vlad TV and told everybody what he did and what he was a part of. So this is really his fault. So don't feel bad, Mob. Go on and tell him what the band did. You seen him walk up, bow, and shoot somebody in the forehead. That's what he did back in the day. And that's what happened when y'all returned back to the hood after the Tupac shooting. You seen him, bow, shoot somebody. Confess. Let it out, Mob James.
right? The next question I'm asking you is, when you went back to Compton, was it like a Southside Crip that shoots a Pyru Blood, and then a Pyru Blood shoots a Southside Crip? Is that the tension that we're talking about?
Do I answer this?
That's a straightforward question. It's a yes or no answer.
Okay.
Did you see that?
When I was a part of that, like I was a part of that, and I was because you asking something that's gonna hurt this dude. And when okay, let me.
Mob, calm down. Mob is going crazy up here. Mob, he didn't ask you, did Keefe D shoot anybody? He simply said, what did you said it was tension, Mob. You the one that said it was tension. He just trying to get a clarification what tension means. He didn't say, tell us who Keefe D killed and who you killed. See, you doing all that. You in conflict with yourself, inner turmoil with yourself, brother. To what you done did. Don't get mad at these lawyers, man. They're not asking you specifics. He just asked what was the tension. Did y'all gangbang? You said you was gangbanging. Did y'all shoot each other up? Just say yeah. There was some stuff going on. But look at him. He got his hands up. He's cracking up on the stand. Don't crack up, man. Your grandkids gonna see this and be tripping. Keep it cool. This was gonna make them nervous more than you saying, yeah, there was some shootings and stuff going on. Think about your grandkids. And just go on and tell them. You doing all this? Just go on and say it. Yeah, I did it. I killed Tupac. It wasn't Keefe D. It was me. Nigga took my girl. He took my girl. I loved her. And it was Tupac. And he took her. So I shot her. Just say it. That's what happened.
Stop.
And once again, I want to emphasize.
When we got back to Compton,
Okay.
it was a gang war. People were getting hurt.
Okay.
People was being sought. People were looking for certain individuals from his neighborhood.
Okay.
As well they did mine.
Okay.
But Orlando, him, and certain other people were being assaulted because people wanted to kill them.
Sure.
Why were they trying to kill Keefe D in Orlando? Because they killed Tupac? You're leading them into it, brother. I'm sorry, Ma, but you know, that's why you got to remain cool. See, Woody would have bodied this. We need Woody up on the stand, man. You gotta go. You should have went and studied Woody whole testimony. Then you would have been a little bit more cooler. You should have studied Woody's testimony. Cause you spilling the beans. They wanted to kill them? Wow. Okay. Thanks. Next question. Why did they want to kill him? Thanks, Mob.
Not to kill.
Am I the only one up in here? No, they weren't the only one.
Okay.
It's his neighborhood in particular.
That's right.
But they were the main subjects of a gang war. It was in the middle, such
Sure.
as me.
So you're telling us that people back home somehow had some type of information that said that that guy, as a bunch of other people, were involved in what?
In the murder of Tupac.
Oh.
But my question to you,
Stop.
can you focus on me for a second, sir?
Yeah, I will.
And I apologize. I just want to make sure that we're clear, okay, for these people. In terms of that information, none of those people were there, right?
Mob. You just did your job. You just told us everything we need to know, Mob. For the murder of Tupac. Okay, thanks. This is why we needed you up here. You're doing exactly what we wanted you to do, Mob James. Thanks. It has to be a reason why people thought they did it. And this is the inner circle, the inner gangs. They did it. Keefe D killed Tupac. He was in the car. Thanks. All the pieces to the puzzle are connecting. You're helping us. Thank you, Mob. We appreciate it. Sincerely, the prosecution.
And what people you be speaking on? The people that was already in the neighborhood, or the people that left Las Vegas that same night Tupac was shot to go home, bare their arms, and go to somebody else's neighborhood to look for somebody? They had to pay it back.
So once again, my question to you is that the information that I'm asking about is the people that back home, you're saying were eyewitnesses to this?
How could people back home be eyewitnesses to something that happened in Vegas? No, that's not what I'm saying.
The people that were here in listen to my question, sir. The people that were here in Las Vegas, you're telling me were eyewitnesses to what happened and went back home. Is that what you're telling me?
I'm telling you, the people that was at 662.
Just answer my question, sir. Yes or no?
I can't
Is it
answer
a yes
that
or no?
without a what you call it. You trying to tell me to say something that you're not going to understand. If you let me explain to you.
No, answer my question.
I'm not answering nothing. I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay.
Okay, Mr. McDonald, focus for a second.
I am focused, very.
Focus on this. My question to you is this. You didn't know what happened that night because you weren't there.
I was at 662.
Right. Do you know who that was there?
I know everybody that was there.
Okay.
Oh,
Like
okay.
who?
Talk to your lawyer, man. This dude is tripping.
Brother, you leading yourself into these questions. And see, this is what it is when you don't understand certain things, you don't have a certain level of understanding of things. Bro, you're leading yourself into these other questions. Nobody told you to say that people were looking for Orlando and Keefe D. Nobody told you to say they were looking for them. He was just asking what happened. You say, yeah, it was people coming back looking for Southside Crips. You didn't have to say specifically Keefe D, but you did. So now he's going to say why. And that's going to lead to another, well, who was looking for him? How do they know Keefe D and Tupac? So they got the perfect witness. The prosecution got the perfect witness to come up there because they knew that they could rattle him. He was going to get rattled and spill the beans. And it's no telling what type of PTSD, trauma, all type of stuff that he got going on in his head. And this is the results of it.
Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, any questions for this witness? Seeing no hands? Oh, we do have one. Okay, hang on one second.
An old black lady about to stand up in the jury and say, yes, I have a question. Was Tupac's skin smooth like butter? His bald head, did it shine similar to Keefe D's bald head right now, but younger and more Tupac-ish? That's what I want to know. Can you tell me? Please, let me know. I need to know. This has been a question on my mind for the last 30 years. And I must know. I need to know. What did this head smell like?
I just want to clarify what the witnesses said. You're telling us that you had guns that night.
Yeah.
I just want to know. But you had guns that night, right?
Yes, we did.
All right, thank you.
Yeah,
All right.
we had guns. We was ready to kill and shoot. We gangsters. We bloods. Pyru. What you think? We don't never not have guns. Oh, Lord. Well, Mob James, you did as good as we could expect you to do. You got a little irate, understandably, understood, because you was trying your best to avoid certain things, certain questions. But, you know, you kind of did answer what they need to be answered. You know, you gave them enough that your testimony could link to Keefe D. Just being honest, man. You probably didn't mean to. It's just been on your mind, on your heart for so long, for a long time, that certain things gonna get away, and you're not Einstein, so you know. But like I said, you should have watched Woody testimony, cause Woody, that boy Woody, and Atlanta dudes, all the real. We know how to finesse and get up out of things. We know how to backpedal, and you know what I'm saying? Cause ATL, I don't know what it is about us. We know how to, what'd you say? Shoot, I don't know what you say. I ain't about to answer that. We know how to do them type of things. But, you know, it is what it is. But yeah, man, so that was the Mob James testimony in the Tupac murder trial against Keefe D. And yeah, so I don't know what y'all think. Y'all think that his testimony is going to mess up Keefe D, or you think that he'll be all right, that he held it down and didn't talk too much? You know what I'm saying? What y'all think? Let me know in the comments, and please subscribe to my channel. I'm Mike Geesh. Peace.